100 million people will now have access to the Verizon's 5G ultra wideband.
Let's get down.
We will continue to aggressively build out our networks in order to support our brand promise and our customers.
Down with the darkness, here we go.
We are fueling the 5G economy and accelerating our path to growth.
Let's get down. Here we go.
We are broadening customer relationships, connecting everyone, everything, everywhere.
Cable guy!
I'm in constant contact with my friends and relatives in Ukraine. There is no wrong way to help.
Let's get down.
And with that, we say welcome to your 1Q2022 earnings results webcast live on Up to Speed here in Basking Ridge. Thank you so much, everyone. It is good to see all your smiling faces. We are celebrating, of course, the return to the office here. We're getting to know each other again face to face. And of course, we're going to learn a lot about how we did in the first quarter and what we're going to do to continue finishing strong here as we continue already more than 20 days into the second quarter. So with that, a couple of housekeeping items here before we bring up the man of the hour here. Let's head on over to my little office here. And Sean, if you can, we are giving away some cool items. So this is the Home Shopping Network portion of this. We are giving away things like AirPods Maxes here, nice little glasses, what is this? This is smart glasses here. All you gotta do is take the survey, and there's gonna be a little question in the survey there that pertains to something that we're gonna be sharing in this webcast. So you're gonna wanna listen closely here, take the survey, and of course, if you answer correctly, you may win one of these beautiful prizes. Also, folks, you want to make sure that you are sending in your live questions. That's live@verizon.com. I'll be watching from my station here. But without further ado, let's bring up the man of the hour, Mr. Hans Vestberg. Please join us on stage. How are you, sir?
Thank you. Good to be here.
So we'll be speaking, of course, with Matt and our leaders. We've got Q&A. Once again, live@verizon.com is where you're sending those questions. But Hans, the floor is yours. Take it away, sir.
The floor is mine.
Yes.
Happy to be invited to Up to Speed, always. Hey, good. Here in Basking Ridge, I see a lot of people. Great to see people. Hey, people. I'm here to speak a little bit about the first quarter. Let me start by saying that we are in some uncertain times. There's a lot of things happening around us. But I think more important is if we look at our first quarter. It was a little bit mixed quarter for us this quarter. It was a little bit, on one hand, a couple of really good progress in some really key areas. Remember the 5 vectors of growth and all of that. We saw, I would say, a good progress, for example, in fixed wireless access, where we now added 194,000 new subscribers on that. And that has been a strategy for us for so long. Both business group and consumer group did a great work. And of course, the network has been built there in order to do it. We also saw, I have to say, Verizon Business Group having their best quarter ever since we founded them when it comes to wireless customers. So really good work in all the segments on Verizon Business Group. And on the consumer group, we saw clearly also progress on many things, on step-ups, on 5G. Now we have almost 40% of our customers having a 5G phone. And not only that, TracFone is now it's on the integration path, but it's 100% into the company. And of course, it gives us a fantastic opportunity to have products on all layers in our economy, all the way from a prepaid to our super ultra unlimited, which is a great place to be when you have some uncertainty in the market. So a lot of good progress there, and also a lot of progress is in the areas of our 4 stakeholders. I mean, we did a lot when it comes to our society, as you saw a little bit here on the video, but we also released today our ESG report, environmental and sustainability and governance report, where we have a lot of what we have done the last couple of years and the importance we put on that in the 4 stakeholders. So that's really good progress when it comes to that. The softness we saw in the quarter and where some reaction from the market is coming from the financials. We're a little bit softer on the financials. Matt, that will come up soon. We'll talk a little bit more about it. But we had to move a little bit on the guidance that we've already done for the year and coming a little bit low at the lower end of the guidance. And of course, the market didn't really like that. We are managing that, and we're going to manage it as a collective V team going forward. But that's how we're going to do it. Clearly, the focus needs to be for us on execution. Continue to execute as the fantastic V team we are, one Verizon. That's going to be important. And see that we actually now are reverting some of those softness that we have seen in our financial. But the most important, we are very confident that our strategy is the right. The 5 vectors of growth are now starting to humming on all 5 sectors, all the way from how we build the network to our business unit actually executing on them. And that's really great to see. Some of the things I've been longing and waiting so long for to see the breakthroughs, we're now seeing, especially on fixed wireless access, together with our Fios, made our record quarter when it comes to broadband customers. And that's, of course, part of our national broadband strategy, which is one of the 5 vectors. Then if you look into a little bit more of the details, and Matt will, of course, cover that, I think that what we as a group need to continue to do is to strive for excellence and see that. I usually say that good, we're doing good, but good is not good enough for Verizon. Verizon need to be great, and we need to be excellent. Everyone wants to beat us. We are the leader in the market. Competition is higher. The only thing we need to think about, execute even faster, think even bolder, and see that we collectively come together as a group. And also think about, we are now sort of slowly coming back, and we sort of, all the V teamers, either you're a home worker, you work always from home, or you're in the field all the time, or you're hybrid. That's a couple of people are in this room. This is a new time for us, and leaders and V teamers, we need to get together and understand how to work with that and see that everybody feel the belonging, feeling that they're part of the sort of the actions we're taking and understanding where we're going. So I just spoke to many of the leaders and told them how important it is in this time to step up the leadership. But it's also important for all the V teamers to come together. Think about your colleagues, because we're in a new moment, how we work together, how we interact and all of that, and that means that we need to be working another way. I'm confident that we will do it, but it's always good to remind each other how important that is, and that is just a foundation for how we can execute. Finally, just a couple of words on the network. You saw on the video here, I was screaming out, 100 million customers can now enjoy C-band. Our supply team together with our network team and our IT team has continued, and I think at least when we passed the 31st of March, we had 113 million customers that now is enjoying C-band, and it is a totally different experience for our customers, and that is a great base to build on. And we also announced a couple of weeks ago, and I will brief on that, but that we are actually advancing more spectrum so we can actually build faster and more. And remember, this is a year when Kyle and his team is building more network than we've ever done before. So all in all, the strategy is there, the fundamentals is there. Now we just need to be executing even faster and see that we're exceeding the expectation of all our stakeholders. I think that's a summary from me, and I hand it over to you or to Matt, I don't know.
We could do that at the same time. Give it up for Hans, everybody, and let's bring Matt up here. Good to be with you, sir.
Good to see you.
And so as we take a look at the numbers here, we heard from Hans. Obviously, when you look at the V team, and we are a very competitive bunch, right?
Right.
So after this first quarter, there's a lot more work to do, of course. Yep. So let's take a look at the numbers and break it all down for us.
Absolutely. As Hans said, we know good is good, but we don't focus on doing good here. We focus on being great, and that's obviously where we strive to be. So look, before I get into the financials, I want to talk about some of the operational metrics we had. And the operational metrics are important because they get to reflect how we're showing up in front of our customers, right? We talk about our stakeholders. Customers is one of those, and everything we do has to be about meeting the needs of our customers. And so as we think about how we're doing that, we talk about what we do across the 5 vectors. I'm going to talk about 4 of them today, starting with 5G mobility and really our postpaid business. So we talk about how we're going to grow that by growing our average revenue per customer and moving customers up to premium price plans, and we did okay there. We had 2.6% growth in ARPA, average revenue per account, and we also moved up the number of customers that are on premium unlimited plans up to 36% this quarter, significant increase year over year. So that's really important. But then how does that show up in volumes? And like the overall results, a little bit of a mixed area here too. So overall, we had negative 36,000 wireless phone net adds in the quarter. That means we ended the quarter with 36,000 less wireless phones on our network than we started. Right? But that number was actually 140,000 better than first quarter last year, and first quarter is often the toughest quarter. But within that negative 36,000, we had positive 256,000 from the Verizon Business Group, the best quarter that VBG has produced since we created the Verizon 2.0 structure. And that wasn't just in one piece. It was in SMB, it was in enterprise, it was in public sector. All three of those customer groups had gross adds that were more than 10% up year over year. Right? So great momentum there. It wasn't just first quarter result for that team. It's building on the momentum that we saw in the second half of last year. They carried that forward, and I have confidence they will continue to do as we go forward. On the consumer side, we had a little bit of a tougher operating environment, a lot of competition out there, and we had negative 292,000 net adds for the quarter, a little bigger loss than we had in first quarter last year. So obviously things for us to do to make sure we're competing in that space and delivering the results that the quality of our network, the quality of the value proposition we offer customers really deserves. Continue to have really good churn that says we're keeping our customers. Right? So that's always a good thing. That's the first thing I look at is if we're keeping our customers, we're doing a lot of things right. We're just not bringing enough new customers in yet. That's an opportunity for us as we go forward. On the second vector, nationwide broadband, and so this becomes really important for us as going forward as we launched C-band in January, and we brought C-band into the fixed wireless access. We opened up more market there, 194,000 net adds in the quarter, more than 2.5 times what we did in the fourth quarter. So really good momentum in here, and that was with only a partial quarter of C-band. And all of the sales folks out there, it always takes a little time to get the motion behind selling a new product. So we didn't have that in the first quarter, so I'm optimistic we'll see an even better number as we go forward here. Fios within there was also 59,000, so we have the opportunity to keep pushing the Fios product there. We keep opening new properties that we can sell Fios into. Over 120,000 new sales opportunities were opened up in the first quarter alone. Will be over 500,000 new opportunities for the year, so we have to sell into those once we make them available. But all in all, broadband, 229,000. That's our largest broadband net add quarter in over a decade, right? So tremendous opportunity there. We need to keep executing. The third vector is around mobile edge compute and our B2B solutions. And while obviously mobile edge compute, we're getting going with that, other parts of the B2B solutions includes our industrial IoT. And we had more than 1 million net adds yet again in this quarter. And as we get into the 5G space, we've got more and more opportunity there. The fourth vector I'll talk to is prepaid. And this is the first full quarter that we had TracFone as part of the Verizon family. And we saw good performance there. The integration's going as we planned and expected. We had negative 77,000 phone net adds within TracFone, which is what we would expect, what we've seen, that business has seen in the first quarter in a number of the prior years. And now we get to build on that as we go forward. So operationally, just like the financial results, the operational results had some mixed numbers in, some good progress in areas, and some other areas where we need to move the momentum up as we go from good to great. So then if we bring up the slide with the financials, and we don't have the revenue on the top of the line here, but the revenue was up significantly year over year. But as you think about the first quarter this year versus the first quarter last year, first quarter a year ago, we had Verizon Media Group was still part of the family, so it's in that number. And our relationship with TracFone in first quarter last year was just as a wholesale customer. Now in first quarter this year, we don't have Verizon Media Group, but we have all of TracFone in the numbers. So the numbers are, obviously, as you look at them, you've got to account for those differences. But so revenue is up because of bringing the TracFone in. But you see as we get to consolidated adjusted EBITDA, this is earnings before we pay interest, taxes, and depreciation and amortization on our fixed assets. $12 billion, but that was down 1.1% year over year. And as you think about what caused that, certainly we have some opportunities at the revenue line, but in the expense side, Hans mentioned, and you saw in the video, the launch of C-band, the launch of our new pricing plans, Ultra, fixed wireless, really expanding that in January. A lot of marketing expense around that. Compared to first quarter last year, where our marketing was a little more subdued because we were still in parts of COVID. So that was a pressure year over year. The swap of media versus TracFone plays into that number as well. We have, obviously, as we build the network with all the new cell sites, our network expenses go up. Our revenue has to grow to offset that increase in the capacity we have in the network. So you see some of that impact in there. And then our volumes, our activations. So this is a new phone device that we turn on, whether it's a gross add or an existing customer upgrading their device. That was up 11% year over year, and that brings some cost into the equation. But overall, we expect EBITDA to grow for the year. So 1.1% negative for the quarter means we've got work to do for the balance of the year. That flows down to adjusted earnings per share, $1.35 versus $1.36 a year ago for a lot of the same reasons. Our cash flow for the quarter, free cash flow at $1 billion, was down year over year, primarily if you think about three things: earnings, working capital, and our capital spending. So the earnings you see at the top line on the chart there, that was down, that flows through to cash flow. Our capital spending was up significantly year over year. We had $1.5 billion of spending in the first quarter related to building out C-band. We said we'd do $5 to $6 billion of spend this year on C-band, and so we're on track to do that. That spend that we want to do, it gives us all the opportunities across the 5 vectors, so it's great that we're doing that, but obviously that's a use of cash. And then the final piece is we saw working capital increase. As we have 11% more activations, as I mentioned, a lot of those are on device payment plans. And so that means the amount of money customers still owe us on their devices, the amount of their outstanding device loan has increased. And then our inventory levels are a little higher as we manage through some of the supply chain disruptions that we've been seeing globally, putting ourselves in a position to make sure that we have the equipment, the devices, and so on ready to build a network, to sell to customers, and so on. And so we have that running at a little bit of a higher level right now, and so that plays in there too. So all in all, the financials were, as Hans said, it was a little mix, some good pieces, some pieces that we would like to see better. And there's obviously opportunities as we go through the rest of the year to really execute against those areas. We did make some adjustments to our guidance this morning based off of a little bit of what we saw in first quarter. But as we look forward as well, the macro environment, you think about inflation and interest rates and so on, that's going to play in there too. So that was in our guidance, and you see the reaction to that. So we are in a really great place in terms of the assets we have and everything we've done. It now comes down to all of us making sure we produce the best possible results with all of those assets we've had. We have the investments we've made, and I'm confident that this is a team that will do that. So, Andy, that's the finances for the quarter.
Thank you, sir. Let's give it up for Matt, everybody. All right, so we are going to break down those numbers even further into our business units. And of course, for the past 2 years, our retail frontline reps have been doing all they can to make sure that they are meeting customers where they are. Their habits, of course, are changing, and our teams are doing just that. So there's going to be a lot of travel here on this show, a little travel theme. So we are going to head over to Clifton, New Jersey, our store there. And that's where Manon and Kelley are. And it's good to be with you. And as you can see, things are happening. People are working back there. A little photo bomb there from the retail team. Manon, Kelley, it's good to be with you.
Yes.
Manon, take it away.
Thanks, Andy. Yes, it's so exciting to be here in Clifton, and I don't know if you can see in the back of the store, but it's full of customers. So it brings me a lot of joy. So it's great to see the traffic in here. So yeah, let's talk about our consumer results for the quarter. As I think Hans told you, Matt as well, we had a challenging quarter in the consumer business. We started strong with the launch of Mix and Match 4.0, with the launch of C-band, our Ultra campaign. And we've seen in January and February that consumers were very excited about Ultra Wideband and 5G Home. So we had a good momentum in the first month of the quarter. Despite all the good activities we deployed in the quarter, unfortunately, the competitive landscape is creating a lot of headwinds. So even though we've achieved good results in many areas, ARPA is one of those, we did not meet our expectations in terms of subscriber volume, and also in terms of service and other revenue. So challenging quarter in Q1. So in Q2, we'll have to focus even more on our plan. We have to promote our differentiators so consumers see the great value Verizon has to offer. We also have to manage our expense really carefully because we need to enable us to reinvest in customer experience, in service, and promos. So let's talk about consumer a little. Today, consumer isn't one size fits all, which is why we leverage our omni-channel strategy of physical and digital tools to ensure we meet customer needs. We are deploying a lot of improvement on the field, and we are making it right here, right now in this store. So things like curbside pickup, in-store pickup, allowing customers to walk in and out in no times. We need to be there for them. And now we're also adding additional options like these lockers. So my friend here, Kelley, will talk about that. So we're starting rolling out about 250 stores right now, and by the end of the year, I think we should have around 900 stores that are equipped with those lockers. So please tell us more about that, Kelley.
Yes, absolutely. It's all about options, and thank you, Manon, so much. So as you said, this is about meeting our customers where they are. In fact, we just completed a survey of American shopping habits and found that 3 in 4 shoppers, or about 190 million people, would use a retail locker if that was an option.
A lot.
Yeah, it is a lot. So we offer 2 types of lockers. The first one is like this one, located inside our stores. And the second one has doors that go inside and outside, so customers have the option to pick it up even after our business hours. So here's how the experience works. If a customer is making a purchase online via our website or on the My Verizon app and a locker is available nearby, it will show up as an option. They'll then be notified when the order is ready, and they can stop by to pick it up. Once they're here, they just enter their phone number, and at the kiosk right here, they have a QR code from their My Verizon app that verifies their identity. And like magic, the door pops open, and voila, there's their phone or accessory they've been looking for. So Manon, should we give it a try?
Yeah, you should give it a try.
All right, let's give it a try. All right, so just as easy as this. Let's see. Oh, voila.
It worked.
And Manon, here is your brand new phone.
Thank
Enjoy that
you.
iPhone 13. We have many accessories if you'd like to add to those.
I'm ready. I'm going to go back to the store.
So as easy as that, you just grab and go. Now, if you need additional help, though, our retail reps are here to assist and answer any questions that you may have. And it's really just another way that we're meeting customers' needs. As Manon said, we're expecting to have about lockers in about 900 locations. So team, if you don't have one in your store now, chances are they're coming very soon. So I want to shift gears and talk a little bit about our attire.
Yes.
It is so important to our V-teamers to show up visibly in our store as a team. But you know, your comfort is also super key. So as I've been traveling around the country since taking on this role in January, I've heard you loud and clear that you are more than ready for a change of attire. So we're super excited to let you know that starting at the end of May, you're going to go ultra. So your manager has placed orders already for you to receive these ultra comfortable Ultra t-shirts just in time for summer. So I want you to check out how this looks on our retail V-teamer, Valerie Cadestin. So Valerie, come on. Oh, there, she appeared, right, like magic. So what do you think about this new shirt?
I love these shirts. They're very comfortable, nice and easy to get on, and that way it makes it easier for us to move around.
Awesome. And this is just the beginning. So Valerie, you're going to stick around for a minute because you're going to want to see this.
Sure.
Because in midsummer, we're rolling out our brand new retail attire. So let's check out Alyssa Green. Come on over, Alyssa, in your short sleeve. So this is a short sleeve version. It's a collarless polo. Look at, she's modeling. It's fantastic. So short sleeve cut, hidden buttons right there. Fabulous. Pretty cool, right, guys? Okay. And then let's take a look at our long sleeve version here. My friend Devin's going to come over. You can see the long sleeve. We're keeping the vest. I know you guys love the vest. I love that you've got your name tag on, Devin. We want our customers to know who's there serving them. That's awesome. So this is really a first look at the next generation of retail attire. So not only are they comfortable, but they're made for all seasons. And as you saw, we've got short sleeve, we've got long sleeve to go with our current vest. And just so you know, we are going to have a recycle program for our denim shirts. So bye-bye denim. And listen, I want to thank all of our V-teamers because you've really made this happen. Your feedback about about the need for a tire change through our pulse survey, your managers, as well as directly to me, was really instrumental in making this happen. So please know that we heard you and we share in your excitement. And Valerie, before you go, I'd like to see if you could help me retrieve one more purchase that I have in the locker here. So let me just see here. Oh, okay, let's see. Wow, what do you know here? Surprise! I have a little Credo Award that we're going to give to you today. So why don't you hang on to this? Congratulations.
Oh, wow, thank you.
Isn't that awesome? Yay, yay, yay. So, oh, I'm just so happy for you. Okay. So Valerie is an assistant manager at our nearby East Brunswick location, and she's a compassionate leader who puts customers first and employees first. And recently, she took on an interim role at our Westfield, New Jersey location, where she quickly learned everything about the team, identified their strengths, and then inspired them to do what it takes to win, and win they did. Listen to this. In first quarter, her team beat all 10 metrics, becoming the top store in Central PA, Northern New Jersey for not one, not two, but 3 straight months in a row. So congratulations, hashtag girl power. And Valerie doesn't keep the keys to her success a secret either. In fact, she knows that she proactively shares them with the territory so that everyone can benefit. But don't take my word for it. I want to read a couple of quotes from your colleagues. So Ryan Cabrera said, Valerie always makes you feel valued, and what you need is important. Whether it's helping with a customer, helping me understand something because I'm new to role, or giving me some advice both personally or professionally. Valerie always has the time to help me through a problem. Isn't that nice? She's getting all teared up. Awesome. Okay. And here's what Samuel Hendricks had to say. Valerie is incredibly knowledgeable, and her experience helped me look at situations differently to ensure that we always are here and able to find a solution for our customers. So it's so awesome. But that's not all. Work does not stop for Valerie when she's off the clock at Verizon either. On her days off, she helps her mom run her restaurant, taking orders, scheduling deliveries, managing payroll, and more. And during the pandemic, while other restaurants were closing down, Valerie and her mom stepped up for their community so that families can enjoy home-cooked meals. They donated food to countless families, which generated attention by our governor of New York, Mr. Phil Murphy, and he even joined them in sharing a meal. Valerie, what was that like, having dinner with the governor? Had to
Oh
be
my
pretty
gosh,
cool.
it was pretty cool for Phil Murphy to come in, and then when you saw security in town, it was just like, oh my gosh, he's here.
Yeah.
And he's such a personable person.
Oh, that's awesome. Well, thank you for giving back. That's just so incredible. And thank you so much for everything you do at Verizon, for everything that you do in the community. We're just so proud to have given you this Credo today. Congratulations and thank you.
Thank you so much.
Congratulations, Valerie. Great work. Great job.
Thank you.
V-teamers like you are the heartbeat of that business.
Yes,
so congratulations.
absolutely.
Thank
so
you
much.
for everything.
Congratulations.
I also want to thank all the V-teamers because there's other people like Valerie here in the business. So thank you so much for everything you do every day, selling, promoting our product, services, and the great network every day of your life. So thank you so much. You all play a great role in our success, and I think it's important in Q2 that we all continue to value everything we have to offer to our customers to make sure that they will choose Verizon not only for their mobile, but for their home product as well. And just before I turn it over to you again, Andy, I just want to remind all VCG that we have a motto, unstoppable together. So we have an ambitious growth plan in Q2. We have to turn that around. We have to do better than Q1. And we have to never forget, that consumer are our bread and butter, so everything has to be about them. And if we work as a team all together, I'm pretty sure we can win. So back to you, Andy, and thank you, everyone.
Manon, thank you very much. So much love sending back to the Clifton store to you and Kelley, and of course Valerie. When you think about the spirit and the love that Valerie carries, you know that consumer, we are all in great hands with that kind of energy in our stores, and it was great to hear the energy in our stores. And since I am wearing the new attire, I thought I've got this stage here, so as we segue to Verizon Business, perhaps I'll do a little strutting myself. I wasn't giving the Ultra shirt enough love there. I was inspired by our retail team. Thank you again. And yes, the shirts feel great, don't they? All right, so we're going to actually head back to the store here and break down the numbers for Verizon Business. We're going to talk small business days. Now, Tammy couldn't make it today, but we've got Miss Wendy Taccetta. So let's send it back to our Clifton store. Wendy, it is good to be with you.
It is great to be with you, Andy. So I feel like I should be in a t-shirt, so I'm sure you'll send me one. But I am excited to join the team here in the store. Tammy and Sampath are both traveling today because Work Forward is real and we are back out with customers. So I'm happy to be here to represent all of Verizon Business and the great results that the team delivered. I get so much energy, if you can't tell, from being out in the field, and especially when we're serving our customers as partners. And I know I'm not alone. So let me first start with a big shout out to the entire VBG team and all of the partners who made this possible. You once again stood up to the challenge of a competitive landscape, and you continued our momentum from last year, including what you've heard today, the best quarterly phone net adds for business since the beginning of VBG 2.0. That is a lot to be proud of. When we said we wanted a fast start to 2022, we knew this team would hit the ground running and deliver, and you did exactly that. As we look forward to the rest of the year, we know there are going to be headwinds and big opportunities. We have never been better positioned to be the partner of choice for our customers as they think about their digital transformation journeys. With network as a service as the foundation of what we do, we are leaning into our many paths to growth and continuing our transformation to simplify our business. And you know what? It's gonna take all of us working together to continue making a difference for more and more and more customers across all of the segments we serve. So you know there's no way I would be here and not talk about SMB. We are 8 days away from SMB Days. Last year, you made SMB Days a holiday at Verizon. Now the stakes are even higher. I love the energy, and more importantly, I love what this means for our small business customers. Thanks to all of our partners in retail, in indirect, in customer service, in marketing and operations, we are kicking off a blitz next week to drive as much small business traffic to our stores and our agents and our 800 numbers as we can. Next week, we will release the latest small business survey. 7 in 10 small business owners told us they view technology as critical to help them overcome any lingering challenges they're having from COVID, to help them drive more sales, to help acquire better talent, and to tackle the pressures they face around inflation and supply chain issues. No matter where you are in business, this is what's top of mind for you, so it's top of mind for us. That's why, starting April 28th, and running through May 4th, our small business customers can come to our stores, they can make an appointment, and they can get a tech check from any of our trained Verizon business experts. They can hear about the right plans to be on, around security, around why secure internet matters, and all the services we offer to help their businesses grow. We will also have some of the best promotions for our small business customers, including those who want to switch, up to $1,500 to cover the cost of switching wireless internet to Verizon and getting a month on us. But I've always wanted to be like Oprah, so of course there's more. You all know I love football. This is no secret. I'll be cheering for the Cowboys this year. It is NFL draft season, and we are going to be showing up and talking about small businesses while we advertise and support the NFL draft. So I invite you all, tune in next Friday, April 28th, to see one of the New York Giants players, even if they really are not great for the Cowboys. And they will be talking about small business days, and you will see us spotlight a special small business customer who is making a huge impact on their community. Andy, if you can't tell, I'm a little pumped up about SMB Days and for what's ahead for all of Verizon Business. I'd be remiss to not say what Tammy would say if she were here. We're winning today while we build for tomorrow. And that is thanks to the partnerships we have in stores like this across the country, in our other V-teamers that are helping making these moments matter. So I can't wait to see what the teams are going to do, and I can't wait to report on the results. Back to you, Andy.
Wendy, thank you so much. You know, it's a big deal when Cowboys fans and Giants fans can come together for one cause there. So that's awesome, Wendy. Thank you so much. Okay, we are going to get to our Q&A here. Another reminder, you're going to want to take the survey after this because you might you might win one of these. And by the way, even if you don't win, all of the giveaway items are in those beautiful stores there. So you might want to stop by, see what you find there, do some shopping, of course. But we're going to keep the show going here. And as I mentioned, we're going to travel here and there. This is very hybrid. We've got face-to-face. We've got hybrid. We've got blue jeans. So in the spirit of that, we are going to send a question to Manon. So we'll head back to the Clifton store. But this question is from Michael in New York. And Michael is on blue jeans. Hey, Michael.
Hey there. Hello, Manon. So I grew up complaining about cable bundles, and I got what I wanted. Now I have way too many subscriptions. And I was very excited to hear about Plus Play at Investor Day and was wondering if you could give us an update. How are we going towards the debut? Are there new partners? Where are we standing?
Yeah, thanks for your question. I mean, we're very excited about Plus Play. I think it's a game changer for us, for the consumer, for the industry. We're the first out there coming with that. So let me give you a quick update. Things are going great. We were planning to start our alpha trial at the end of March. Check. We're in business already, and we get a lot of feedback from the partners, from the employees that are part of the alpha. So this goes great. So we are on time, on scope, so very excited about it. Second thing, we are still signing a lot of deals. The team under Erin are working very hard to finalize those deals before we launch later this year. And the last announcement is a big name, HBO Max, that we've announced not only this week, I think yesterday. So very exciting. And as you heard probably in Investor Day, we signed earlier this year Netflix. We didn't have Netflix before. Peloton, a lot of gaming as well. So things are going great for Plus Play. Later this year, you'll be able to test it yourself with our customers to enjoy that new platform. And there's more new names to come. I think the important thing to remember, it's not only about content, it's going to be a lot of other stuff, wellness, gaming, multiple vectors, everything about digital subscription. We want to solve that pain point for consumer. So thanks for your question.
Manon, thank you very much. Michael, thank you for that question. Now, we're going to stay on blue jeans here, but we'll travel the country. From New York, we'll head to Phoenix, where, by the way, we shot that Lockers Up to Speed with the Phoenix crew, so shout out to the folks at the Val Vista store there. But this question's for Hans. So, Hans, come on up. We're going to head back to the world of blue jeans here, and we are going to say hello to Noir. So, Noir, it's good to be with you, and Hans is here as well. Send us your question, please.
Hi, Hans. I'm new hire. I've been here for a few months. Congratulations on your 5-year Verizon work anniversary. Actually, I'm excited. I'm waiting for my 5 years as well. Actually, I'm curious. What are you most proud of accomplishing during your 5 years here at Verizon?
First of all, congratulations, 2 months. It's the first step to the 5 years. That's great. You know, there's a lot of things that happened during the 5 years, and I'm not, when I'm thinking back, there's a lot of things that I'm proud of what this team have done during the 5 years, I have to say. I mean, everything from how we're dealing with the 4 stakeholders, the 5G vision we had from the beginning that we're now delivering on, but mostly, of course, I'm proud of working with all these great V-teamers and coming to work every day and actually think it's fun. I think that's what I'm proud of what we have done. But what I'm most proud of is, of course, what I'm waiting for. I'm always looking forward. So it's probably something more great coming there. So I think but all in all, there's so many moments during these 5 years where I go home from work and being so proud of the people I work with, what they do and the achievements they have done and how hard they fight every day in the field, in the store, in the office or wherever they are. So I think there are no particular one. There are many of them, and hopefully many to come. I think that's more important. I'm looking forward. I'm going to remember all the great things, but usually I forget them pretty quickly and look forward. So that's where I'm.
Awesome. You know, it's funny. You and Noir cut from the same cloth. Thank you, Noir, for that question. You saw, I can't wait for my 5 years. So whether it's 2 months, 5 years, 20 years, all of us are waiting for that next chapter, that next gear, and that's what makes us strong. That's what makes us special. Awesome. Hans, thank you very much.
Thank you.
All right, I am looking at our inbox here, live at Verizon.com is where you're sending those questions. And we are getting all kinds of questions here about network superiority and the competition behind that. So let's go ahead and bring up Kyle. So give it up for Mr. Kyle Milady, folks. The only man that claps for himself.
I don't know. It's clapping for everybody here. Clapping for everybody here. There's people here.
Yes. Okay, sir. We've got some questions here. I'm going to kind of give you sort of the collective version of this question, but it's essentially about how we're doing in terms of this battle for network superiority. We heard from Matt about how competitive the landscape is here. Talk to us about what it means to be in that battle.
Yeah, I think obviously we're equipped for the battle, and we keep getting better every day. I think the way we have multiple networks, Andy, so let's kind of start with Fios, right? And I'd say the best keeps getting even better. If you look at all of the different magazines or people who test broadband, Fios is clearly the winner now, no matter what you read. And we've made that better by now we're moving to a new technology to have multiple gigabits, where before we were just offering one. So we're increasing the technology. Plus, we're building out more. We built over 100,000 new homes open for sale in the first quarter, and we'll do the same again in the next quarter and the following quarters after that. So we're doing new technology. People love it. It's great. We're seeing a lot of attraction to it, and it's only going to get better technically. And then when we talk about the RAN, the radio access network, I think you could say the same thing. Best is only getting better. We've put on a lot of C-band network over the last quarter, since the beginning of the quarter. It seems like it was a year ago, but the teams are out there. We're turning on over 1,000 sites a month in C-band, and we're turning over 1,000 sites a month on with millimeter wave. And if you take a look at ultra-wideband in general, the usage is up 2,000% from last year. So people are using it, they're enjoying it, we're getting a lot of accolades about it. If you look at some of the trade rags there, people are doing speeds, they're starting to see like an Ookla and OpenSignal and some of these other ones, our speed is increasing, and we're getting closer and closer to T-Mobile and distance ourselves from AT&T. And so we're going to continue this build, as Hans talked about, and because we're going to get more and more of this bandwidth out there so our people can enjoy it. Now, listen, if you're world-class, you're always looking for what's the next thing you can do. So we're always looking at how we can be better. Right now, our challenge in network and engineering is really, what is the new world going to look like, right? So many of you know, when we engineer our networks, you look at trends, you see where people are moving, and then you put in capacity or cell sites or what have you to fill in holes. But right now, it's different, right? So if you look at airports, in the last 3 weeks, right? God bless you, Hans. Thank you. You're welcome. In the last 3 weeks, we've just had more usage around our airports than we ever have. And if you think, and way more than when the pandemic started. And if you look at 6 months ago, there was absolutely nobody in there, right? So a lot of traffic has moved around. If you look at Basking Ridge right now, we had tons and tons of traffic before the pandemic hit. Now it's not quite as much. So the engineers are looking to see how these traffic patterns evolve and then how we manipulate the network to make sure we have the right amount of capacity at the right places. So this is the job of our engineers in the field every day. They're working on it, and we'll just keep optimizing and getting better. But the next quarter is huge for us. We're going to keep the momentum going. The FAA is going to allow us to open up more airports here. LaGuardia we're going to turn on real soon, where people can enjoy C-band. So we have a lot of great plans. We're going to continue to make sure we make the factory work for all you guys selling out there, all right? So more to come, Andy.
All right, Kyle, thank you
You're
very
welcome.
much. And really appreciate Kyle and the network team for building that first chapter. I want to continue talking about the messaging behind that. We're getting some questions here about how we're taking that network superiority about Ultra. We've been talking about Ultra all first quarter, how we continue that story, how we make sure that story is strengthened. So let's bring up Diego. Give it up for Diego, everybody.
Thank you.
Good to see you, sir.
Good to see you. Good to see you. Well, first of all, let me tell you, the best advertising is the experience with the product. And what Kyle was saying is now the experience that more and more people every day are seeing in the marketplace. I'm amazed that we launched, we turned on C-band in the mid-January timeframe, and it's been only 3 months. So when I hear people say, well, are people seeing, feeling the difference of this new network? And the answer is yes. We see it in the data or the research that we're doing because, you know, it takes some time to get that cumulative effect of the experience, but we are already seeing it. So that's very important, a very important point. Second, as Andy said, we launched Ultra from a marketing standpoint as well early in the quarter. And I want everybody to know, the reason that we do it that way is because we wanted to ensure that we emphasize the point of difference of our network versus our competitors, and we increase the gap, meaning the advantage that we have on network superiority. What I can tell you is that all of our metrics on 5G superiority, network reliability, in terms of perception of our customers and prospects went up this quarter, and we are maintaining our difference advantage with our competitors. The last point is this. Everybody wants what we have. That's why you see our competitors all trying to get the crown as the best network in America. It's been more competitive this quarter than ever in terms of messaging, but we are not going to cave. And I want everybody to be very, very confident that the role that we have, since our brand is all about network, is to maintain that superiority, that position, at the same time that we expanded to also address the needs of other customers that maybe network is important, but there are also other things that are important, specifically value in this particular moment as well, in which, from an economic standpoint, everybody wants to make the most out of the dollars that they have. So with this, I tell you, when I think about the first quarter, I want to give a huge shout out and thanks to the whole marketing team, because the work that we put in the marketplace this quarter has been amazing. And like always, like everybody said, like always say, we did it great, but now we need to do it better next time to make sure that we drive those business results that are so critical to realize the potential of the investments that we made on this network. Thank you, Andy. Good
Diego,
to see you.
thank you very much. Let's keep the questions going here. Now, we've got a question here from Blue Jeans. Now, the last time I was with the person who will be answering this question, I believe we were having some stock together pie. So I'm scanning the crowd and I see Miss Sam Hammock. Come on up here. We've got a question here, of course, about HR. And we have Suparna joining us from Irving, Texas here. So Sam, it's good to be with you. So we're going to turn our attention over to Blue Jeans. And Suparna, your question for Sam, please.
Thanks, Andy. Hi, Sam. Thanks for taking my question. So what I would like to ask is that now more than ever, we are seeing a hyper-competitive job market. What are some ways that Verizon is attracting and retaining great talent? And what are some ways that Verizon can improve on this front?
No, thanks for the question. It's a tough market, right? So let's not pretend that it is a little unprecedented what we're seeing in the labor market. But we're up for the challenge of what we're going to be doing. And so I'd break it down to two things as we think about both attraction and retention. First of all, attraction, we want to be the employer of choice. And we have a ton of amazing things going for us. So how do we continue to capitalize on that? And I would bring it back to two things, as I mentioned. One, Hans talked about leadership. Probably the single most important thing that we can do to retain our amazing V-teamers is leadership. That sense of belonging that he talked about, having purpose in our work, that's what we do. That's what all of us want to feel connected to, and we want to win. We've also heard the challenge that was thrown out from Hans and Matt and Manon. We have 78 days left in the quarter, so we will achieve it. We will win those goals, and it's going to be with the V-teamers, giving the amazing work. And of course, we have work to do in HR. So we are constantly looking at compensation, benefits, what is the value proposition that we're putting out there for our employees, and continuing to be innovative. Kelley, I heard say, continue to give us your feedback. That would be my challenge for all V-teamers as well. We need your feedback. We want to hear that in HR. We thrive on that. That is how we continue to innovate and deliver on what our V-teamers want. And I think the last thing I would say to make it all real of how do we attract and retain our amazing people, be Valerie. What did we just hear Kelley talk about with Valerie? She had this amazing leadership. And one quote that I heard that I thought was so good was just that she identifies the strengths in every single person in her team, and then she brings them to life in their work and delivers winning results every day. So that would be what I would say. Let's be Valerie. Let's harness that amazing leadership and bring it to life for our V-teamers.
Thank you, Sam.
Thanks, Sam.
Good to see you. And thank you very much. I love that. Be like Valerie. Be like Valerie. And so many of our retail teammates will be being like Valerie wearing this shirt here. So a little love for the shirt, of course. And of course, love for all the questions. We have a question here, actually. Folks from all over the place have questions about Verizon. They want to know more about Verizon's. And in fact, we have a question from the 5G lab in DC. Gina Wilburn was there. And we have a college student who wanted to ask a question here. So let's go ahead and see what that conversation is all about.
We are here at the Verizon 5G lab. Such an exciting day for me, and it's personal for me because I'm here with my alma mater, Morgan State University. Go Bears! It's a historically black college. Look, today was exciting. We had the opportunity to bring the Morgan State students into our Verizon lab to plug and play with our technology. And I truly believe that they're going to walk away understanding that Verizon is just not a telephone company, but a technology company. And so I am so proud of them and the questions that they asked. They were very engaging. But one of our students had a really important question, and I'm going to hand it over to her and let her ask it. So what's your question?
Thank you. My question is, what is a company as big as Verizon doing around social responsibility?
All right, thank you for that question, and one that I think a lot of young people are thinking about as they're looking at businesses and places that they want to work at. But the question of social responsibility, so many of us can answer with great passion here, but I'd like to bring up Mr. Vestberg one more time here, maybe a few more times, but it's such an important question.
No, it's a great question. It's very timely because today we actually announced our ESG report. Which is the Environment, Sustainability and Governance report, which basically outlined many of the things we're doing for society. But I think the most important for us as a company is that we have included the 4 stakeholders in all our strategies. We the employees, the V-teamers, the customers, the shareholders and society. All of them are part of our overall strategy. So we see that we're balancing in between them. And I think that's the most important. And for the V-teamers here, you remember Citizen Verizon, I hope, because that's sort of our umbrella for what we're doing for society, where climate protection is super important, digital inclusion, and then reskilling and upskilling competence. And we have bold targets in all of them. And I look at some of my colleagues here that are working with them daily to see that we're achieving them. But they're part of our strategy. They're part of us actually using our platform and seeing that we're a good citizen. And I'm really pleased with what we have seen. And then I would say one of the things that you probably have read about is also what I'm really proud of is, of course, our voluntarism that is supporting the Citizen Verizon, and how many of the V-teamers that actually have volunteered the last couple of years for projects that are connected to our overall strategy. We think that it's great that you volunteer for anything, but we want it to be part of our strategy in the society. So we do a lot of things, and for the ones that really want to read about it, we just distributed the ESG report for 2021, which is a great work and a lot of things we're doing. Can we do more? Yes. Will we do more? Yes. But clearly, we have articulated 4 stakeholders in our strategy, and that's so important for us.
And it's so important for all of us to think about it. In the spirit of that, I'm going to make this question a hybrid answer here. We're going to go back to Blue Jeans, and I know the perfect person to complement that answer. We're going to go to Rose Kirk on Blue Jeans. Give it up for Rose.
Hey,
Rose.
her from the beginning. Hey,
you got to finish the answer strong here with Rose.
Oh my God! Now she's going to tell everything which I didn't do right. Rose, I leave it to you to top up.
Well, I don't know what to add to that. I mean, I love the fact that Hans can articulate the strategy and can articulate everything that we're doing. So let me just say a couple of quick things. First of all, Gina, thank you. Thank you for leaning into our historically Black colleges and universities and demonstrating the value that Verizon brings and really the value that HBCUs bring to society. And then I love the fact that young people who are both the individuals who care so much about the space of giving back, but they're our future customers, and they are the individuals that we want to make sure have a really clear view of who we are and what we're doing in the marketplace. So listen, Hans hit it right, and it was, just really specific in what he said. So I'll just add a couple of things to his talk track. First of all, Verizon has been in the space of thinking about and actually implementing how all of our assets can be used to really help lift society. Our perspective is that our technology has a role in making sure that underserved populations can really be successful in the digital economy. And we are doing that by looking, for example, at small businesses with our Small Business Digital Ready program, which complements everything that you just heard Wendy talk about. And it's designed for us to ensure that those underrepresented, underserved small businesses really understand how to digitize themselves, and that we give them all the tools that they need to be successful, how to get access to capital, how to work inside of supply chains. And then we are looking at education, and we've been doing it for so many years, and just making sure that students who are in underserved school districts actually have access to technology and a very rich curriculum. And then across the business, we're working to ensure that we embed a mindset and an approach that allows us to both drive revenue and do social good. We call it social innovation. So when you think about what Verizon is doing, it's really about how do we drive trust? How do we drive innovation? Those brand equities that mean so much to us. And the good news is that all of our research is showing, our brand perception research is showing that we are leading the pack, outpacing our competition on being a brand that is known for trust and innovation and perceived so positively in the marketplace. So it's both what we're doing to innovate, to drive revenue, meet our business objectives, while we're also using those same assets to lift society. So it's always great to be able to answer this question. And then it's always a little intimidating to have to answer it along with Hans. But I thank you so much for the question and the opportunity to talk about our great work.
I think you rocked it, Rose. Give it up for Rose Kirk, everybody. Since this is a fashion-inspired event here, I did change into the Seize the Hour sweatshirt here, rocking it proud. We have a crowd here, and I just want to call out a group of folks here who are here all the way from Ireland. So I'm going to do my best to Phil Donahue, Jerry Springer, I don't know. So we'll get into the crowd here. Stand up, folks. Really represent. Give it up for our Ireland team here. And we've got our home shopping camera right here. So tell us your team.
So thank you. Yeah, we're here from Ireland, from Strategic Sourcing. We have a newly stood up device marketing and accessories gaming team to support the business here.
You've got the man right here. Should we bring him back? You got a question for Hans?
Well, actually, talking about society, talking about supply chain, obviously there's a big humanitarian crisis that's happened in Ukraine just directly after the pandemic. When we anticipate there's going to be more shocks to supply chain and sourcing, how do we think about that as a business?
Oh, first of all, I will start to thanking you in supply chain, because it's not like we haven't had challenges the last 24 months. It's been probably the most challenging supply chain time ever in our history. You heard from Mr. Kyle, we haven't missed a beat on anything we're doing. We basically are over-delivering on everything we're doing. That can only have to do with the fantastic work in supply chain. So, not only that we are doing it in the right way, we are also preparing and understanding our suppliers. And I said it on the earnings call today, I think we have the best or the world-class supply chain and the best in the industry, and that's why we are where we are today. I think if we of course understand it's going to be more challenges, a lot of macroeconomic things happening, we have wars between countries, that's not going to make it easier. The only comfort I have is that we're going to manage that better than anybody else. That's my feeling, but we're probably going to have some challenges. But clearly, as we have set up our supply chain, working with our business units and our technology teams and IT teams, I think that's world class, and that is making a key differentiator for us. So I thank the whole supply chain team. I'm thanking you, come from Ireland here and talking to us. But in general, I think so far we've done fantastic, and I'm hopeful that you're going to manage any issue that will come up, because it will come up issues. Thank you.
Hans, stay right here.
Just staying.
Yes, yes, we're a few minutes from wrapping up the show here. A big thank you. That was just I mean, I did not know Ukraine was coming up, but we did want to mention here as we turn to our slide here that we are continuing to waive international calling, texting, in-country data for consumer and businesses in Hungary, Moldova, Poland, Romania, Slovakia, Ukraine. More than $750,000 in donations to organizations providing relief to Ukraine. We are doing so much, and of course, we're thinking about them. In addition, when we talk about Seize the Hour, when we talk about doing what we're doing to make sure that we're giving back, as we take a look at our green bond is something that we should really be thinking about here. This is our fourth $1 billion green bond, 20 renewable energy purchase agreements totaling approximately 2.6 gigawatts of projected renewable energy capacity. That's 2 million homes of power right there, and the winners of the Verizon Climate Resilience Prize. So since I have this, it is Earth Day, and you know what? I'm gonna like make a promise right here on the webcast. I will be giving back. I looked at the volunteer portal. I will be picking up trash. I will be I believe it's through the Literati program. I'm going to be doing a little litter pickup here. That's what I'm going to do by Seizing the Hour. Yes.
That's a Seize the Hour.
Yes, but before I do that, though, I'm going to need to fuel up at the dinner table. So Hans, your three things at the dinner table here. What can we talk about as we close out the webcast?
First of all, I mean, just coming back to a couple of the things we're doing here, and of course we're all moved about what's happening in Ukraine and all that, and it's just so sad and bad. And as a fellow European, I just feel it's bad. But we are doing whatever we can do to support it, of course. But it's a situation that's probably going to distance countries even more, making even more complicated many things that we're doing in our daily lives. Which is going against all my values in my life, because ultimately we're all one people regardless where we come from, and somewhere we need to get together and do the best for this planet. We'll do our work as much as we can, and you see the green bond, we're on the fourth green bond. The team is doing an amazing job. We're really doing the right things, and we'll continue to do that to our targets and all of that, but we will also support the ones in need like we do in Ukraine. So I just wanted to say that, and it's moving me because it's just not how nature should work. Coming back to the dinner table and trying to make a transition here, which is not super easy for me. So we have a dinner table in front of us. We're going to meet our friends, tomorrow or during the weekend, long walks or eating dinner. What are we going to talk about? You are the biggest ambassador for this company. You are the ones pumping the brand of Verizon and how great we are. So you need to talk about the first earnings call, or the first quarter earnings call. Take the goods and the bad, because we always want to be transparent with anyone we talk to. Transparent and honest. We had some challenges. On the other hand, our strategy is really working. The 5 vectors of growth, our 5G is just fantastic, and the networks we're building are actually doing the right things. That's probably take you far into the dessert, just so you know. Depending on how much you have studied now. I mean, that's going to bring you all there. Then I think for the second thing is, what you need to start talking about is our customers. We're all here to serve our customers every day. If it's consumer, SMB, large enterprise, public customer, IoT customer, telematics customer, doesn't really matter. We are here serving customers, and no one has more customers than this company in the telecoms world. We have more than anybody else. We need to see that we serve them with optionality, the right products, and thinking about them every day. That's how we're going to deliver a result. And I think you should talk about that. Finally, I think what I mentioned in the beginning, I want you to both think about it and talk about it. We're sort of going into a second phase how we're going to work. As I talked, we have sort of people working, or V-teamers working from home all the time. We have people in the field all the time, and then we have the hybrid. We're all in new ways of working, and we need to communicate even more. Think about that. We're coming back to office when moments that matters, etc. We have people that before, V-teamers before that worked actually in the offices, now home all the time. We need to reach out to each other, because ultimately belonging and understanding where we're going and why we take the actions is really making a key difference. So not only talk to that at the dinner table or with your friends, family, and all of that. Talk to each other about it, because that is making this company fantastic. That's making the V-teamers fantastic, and that's what we're going to win. So, yeah, that was way beyond the dessert.
Hey, nobody complains about a second dessert, though, you know? But Hans, thank you very much.
you.
And this whole idea of talking to each other.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know if you noticed, we kind of traveled across the land here virtually. We have our friends in Ireland, folks all over the globe tuning in. And actually, as we close here, we want to, of course, thank everyone. We want to take the survey. I mean, those headphones, you know how much I love those headphones. And there's a little question there. You're going to have to get the question right to qualify. But we're traveling. We are going places.
We are.
And actually,
meeting customers.
We are meeting customers. You saw, Wendy was talking about it. In fact, in a couple weeks, I'm going to need this because Up to Speed will be somewhere in the world.
Have you been somewhere else before?
Actually, you know what? Let me tell you, the last time this was stamped was, I think, 2015.
Yeah.
So I've got to hit the road there. So
hope it's valid. You check that.
Yes, I did check the expiration on that.
Okay, good.
But Hans, I think next week, I believe we may see some of our leaders as we hit the road.
Yeah.
And I actually, as we say goodbye and thank everyone for watching, we have a little preview of where we're going.
Ooh.
Should we check it out?
Let's check it out because, you know, my agenda is complicated. Let's see where I'm going to be next week.
Okay, folks, so thank you everybody for watching the 1Q2022 earnings webcast results live from Basking Ridge, but here is where we're going next week.
Thank you.
Up to Speed is coming!
31 stories high. You know, you can see that logo anywhere in the city.
This place is gorgeous. Where would you take folks to really brag about the hub?
Oh, absolutely. I would take them to the Innovation Center.
Boston is so friendly. Is that the correct characterization of this town?
If any of our sporting teams win, it's wicked awesome.
Wicked awesome.
I don't have the accent down quite yet, but I do feel very Bostonian today.
Have it yet, Fenway Park.
Yes, go to Fenway Park.
Am I saying it right? Fenway Park?
Fenway Park? Fenway Park.
You don't know what you're gonna encounter out here. Nothing's the same every day.
I'm excited for the future of what we got going on.
And they'll come here and I'll show them the speeds and they'll be like, that's crazy.
Boston strong.
Boston strong.